You don't know where this could go.
I know.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start by saying what an absolute privilege it is to be here this evening to witness such a beautiful event. I must confess there were times I never thought this day would happen in my time on this planet, and my faith has certainly started to wane. However, I'm truly humbled to be here to finally witness Parramatta win a grand final. Anyway, that was the other speech I had prepared for tonight, but I guess I'll hold on to that for another 36 years. For those who don't know me, my name is Will, and I've known Mike for close to 30 years now. For those who do know me, consider yourselves extremely fortunate. I'd just like to take this opportunity before I begin Mike's official character assassination this evening to thank the parents of the bride, Deborah and Ian, and the parents of the groom, Anne and Peter, for hosting such a wonderful evening. Looks like everyone's having a fabulous time. I'd also like to make special mention of how stunning the bride looks this evening. I'm sure everyone will agree. And of course the groom, let's just move on, shall we? I'd also like to thank everyone on behalf of the bride and groom for being with us this evening. It's a testament to the beautiful couple of how many people have made the effort to be here. Some have travelled a long way, especially the extra drive. It is amazing how many people care when you have a free meal and an open bar. You even got Mr. Food Fields himself to come from Italy for a free meal, so that's pretty good. Now I have to say what an honour it is to get the best man role tonight. But after spending 3 days with the other potential candidates in Byron Bay, I have to come to realise it's actually not such a great achievement. The truth is, when Mike asked every bloke in his contact list to be his best man, in fact that he got to W before someone took him to call, probably tells you all that you need to know. I must compliment you both on what a fabulous job you've done planning this week. I'm sure you couldn't be happier with the way this day has all come together. In life, there are people that procrastinate and leave everything to the last minute, like me in this speech. And then there's Mike, who's one of the most organised humans that I know. Anyone who has been on a trip with Mike will know that everything is organised down to the finest details. From what we'll be eating for morning tea on day 12, to what colour vest he'll be wearing on day 24. But most impressively, Mr. DigiDen himself put together an incredible wedding website with all the bells and whistles for this big occasion. Lovely drop-down menus with links to the accommodation options, things to do and see while in Sutton Forest, any dietary requirements, and this is all before he met Claudia. I first met Mike 30 years ago at North Epping Kindergarten, where we immediately bonded over turtlenecks and bowl haircuts. A couple of lady killers there. Mind you, I hazard a guess Mike would give anything for a bowl haircut. From there, a friendship blossomed and we found ourselves reunited at Epping Public School, bonding over our love for soccer, our inability to talk to girls, and a competition in who could wear their shorts higher. And as it would eventually turn out, Mike would unknowingly first cross paths with his future wife at Epping Public. Mike and I were becoming inseparable, and it seemed we were destined to be together forever. However, it was fast becoming apparent that Michael was a bit special, and that he would need to attend high school at a private facility to finally learn to read and write. As Mike still couldn't spell his own name by year 6, it was clear the public system wasn't for him. And as Barker College demonstrated, if you pay enough, they'll literally take anyone. However, despite going to separate high schools, we managed to stay close by playing soccer together at Northern Spirit, where Mike's nickname was the Pee-wee. Despite what you may see today, Mike had the physique of a malnourished stick insect with arms the T-Rex would have been ashamed of. Despite my own nickname of Lanky, standing next to Mike would always make me feel a bit better about myself. From hours of belting soccer balls down the hill at Bedford Road to binging Entourage reruns from dusk till dawn, these will remain long in the memory of some of my most cherished years. It was in this time Mike became the son my mother never had. She already had two. One of Tilly Tom's signature lines was, "Michael would be appalled." Any use of bad language or behaviour that my mum deemed unacceptable would be met with the line, "Michael would be appalled." So when Mike established himself as the bar of what was considered acceptable standards in my house, I knew I had free rein to cause havoc for my remaining years. However, despite what you may have been told, Mike actually isn't difficult to get along with. So once I introduced him to the Epping Boys crew, the rest was history, and he's been well entrenched with us ever since. I think I can speak for all the boys when I say any day or night is more enjoyable when Mike is around. Whether it's regularly inviting himself to become guest DJ at a bar, or joining in a private yoga session in a Cairns Park, it's never a dull moment. As soon as we hear the word, "ready," we know we're in for a good night. Or at least a few hours. However, some advice for everyone here tonight, especially Claudia. Treat each minute with Mike as if it's your last. Because it literally could be. Mike has established the nickname Midnight Mike due to his tendency to smoke bomb at any point without a moment's notice. And as the name implies, it's generally before midnight. Now we're looking for time. We might lose him soon. And now for a word about the beautiful couple. There are so many commendations I can say about these two. Claudia, you're truly an amazing, strong and beautiful person. Inside and out. You have an extremely disarming nature and always bring a positive energy into every room you're in. And Mike, you're alive. For the many years that I've known Mike, he has stayed single by choice, mainly the choice of the girls that he met. But in all seriousness, it is always incredible to know that if Mike can find someone to love him, there truly is someone out there for everyone. For a guy that looks like that, to get a girl that looks like that, there's got to be a Netflix documentary in there one day. But seriously, Claudia, in all the years I've known Mike, since you came along, it's definitely the least miserable I've seen him. You certainly made him happy in a way that I never could. And on a serious note, Claude, we are so happy that Mike found you. You are truly one of the most loving and caring people I know, and we're so happy that Mike chose you to be his wife. Let's be honest, you chose him. It's not like they were rounding up around the corner. I've always known that Mike was destined to make a career in sales. As we always said, he could sell ice to an Eskimo. But convincing Claudia that she can't do better than you is definitely your best achievement. To my best mate. It is an absolute honour and privilege to stand up here today. Your friendship over the past 30 years, mate, has meant so much to me. One of the greatest attributes you can say about a mate is someone that will reach out all the time with a simple text or phone call just to see how you're doing. I'm very blessed to say that in Mike, I have that friend. Your friendship means a hell of a lot to me, mate. I consider you a brother and that won't ever change. To Pete, Anne and Kath, I'll never forget the way that you guys opened your house to me all those years. It's truly meant the world to me. And you must be so proud that your son has inherited your kind heart and willingness to put others before himself. And Pete, you must be stoked Mike inherited your hairline. My deepest congratulations to you both. I think I speak on behalf of all of us in the room tonight, hoping that your future children look like Claudia rather than mine. However, I wish you all the happiness in your future, and I cannot wait to witness your amazing journey together. If everyone could please raise their glass to the beautiful couple, to Mr. and Mrs. Rolston.